revisions or corrections necessary for the minutes? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes. Motion by Herbst, is there a second? Second by Martins. Further discussion? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and vote. We'll take our votes tonight by roll call because we have 2 members present on WebEx. Herbst? Aye. Watson?
Aye.
Ryan?
Aye.
Martins?
Aye.
I'll vote aye as well. Minutes are passed. Item number 2 is discussion and possible action to release the balance of 2020 room tax funds to continuing appropriation grantees. And you'll recall when we did our first pass with room tax this year, we weren't sure where we would end the year with the pandemic. And so we had opted to fund our continuing appropriations entities at 75% and then wait to see what the year yielded. And it looks like we have some good news. Mary Ann's got a report in our packets here that tell us we did collect enough to fund the remaining 25% to those entities. Is that correct?
Yes,
And a little bit left for the room tax commission even.
that's correct. There'll be about $153,000 in the pot of money that's available for the room tax commission. And I do know that we will be getting a couple of tourism grant applications. They're due at the end of February, so we'll be convening a commission meeting to evaluate those applications.
Perfect. Well, that is certainly good news for our
Yes.
continuing appropriations entities. Does anyone have questions for Mary Ann about this item? If not, is there a motion to approve the granting of the additional 25%? And these numbers were already in our budget. Motion by Martin, second by Herbst. Further discussion? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and vote. Martins?
Aye.
Ryan?
Aye.
Watson?
Aye.
Herbst? Aye. I'll vote aye as well.
Okay. And then just for clarification, I'm not going to
Go ahead.
bring this to council because it was already budgeted, but I felt
Correct.
since we had deliberated over what to do with the pandemic, I should bring it back before I make a final payment, so.
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
But that is very good news considering where we thought we might end the year. So item number 3 is discussion and possible action approving a 3-year contract with Esri for GIS software. And you'll see in the packets, we've got a little write-up from our GIS folks that the software that they've been sharing with the county really does not meet the needs of our GIS department with the utilities and things that they also have to be able to map. And so they're requesting that we enter into a separate contract with Esri for GIS software that will better meet the city's needs. We have the Public Works Director with us if you have questions for him on the item. If not, is there a motion to approve the software? Motion by Martins, is there a second? Second by Watson. Further discussion or questions? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and vote. Ryan?
I have discussion.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Deb, sorry.
I'm on the Transit Commission, and that it appears the buses are really going back to Mayberry, and that we're looking at potentially ways of using GPS as well as for bus stops and that. So I guess I'm not against necessarily engineering and the city needing this, but I'm just wondering, is there some possible way of finding out more about their software and see if that could also handle some major improvements in the bus service and being able to track where the bus stops are, and then being able to be tracked on a 24/7 basis. So
Well, and I think what we're looking at here isn't GPS, it's GIS for the map making.
oh, I'm sorry, I was thinking it was GPS.
Nope, they're looking for map making software so that they can do aerial maps and things for utilities and streets and that, it looks like. Is that correct, Eric?
Yeah, so Dan's with us too if you have specific questions. He's really our resident expert on this. But, you know, really this is the data system. So when all the beautiful maps come out, Dan's the one that does those. And then it has all that data in the background. So like in Deb's example, it does show where all the bus stops are in the city. So if somebody inquired about this section of the city where all the bus stops, you know, Dan could print that out where those intersections are and the locations on a map and stuff. Right now, the software that we have, with the direction that the city wants to go, because we have so much more data out there than the county does, between our utilities and electrical and everything else that we have, lights, just all of our infrastructure. And so this really opens up the door for us, everything to categorize this, to keep this readily available to query reports for our DNR reports at the end of the year on the utility side and other reports that we have as well.
Well, and I would expect that will be super useful for us in CISM as well, as we
Yeah.
try to manage that stuff.
Right, and it touches every department and beyond, you know, within the city, so,
Perfect.
yeah. It's,
Good stuff.
Okay.
Anybody else have questions for Eric? If not, we'll go ahead and vote on the item. Watson?
Aye.
Herbst?
Aye.
Ryan?
Aye.
Martins?
Aye.
And I'll vote aye as well. That brings us to the end of the finance agenda, so I'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion by Herbst, second by Watson. Members in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And we'll stand adjourned, and common council then will start in this chamber at 6:30. So thank you, everyone.